Stenta from Melbourne, but what do you, as the coach who sits there and does all the analysis, make of the performance on the weekend and where it's left you pushing into the end of the season?
Yeah, we've spoken as a group about some of the things we think we did well and some of the areas where we think we can improve. So probably didn't start as well as we'd possibly like, as Erin pointed out. But the team showed some real resilience and some fight and, really took it to our opposition. So, definitely some positives to come out of the game last week.
Is it strange to come out of a loss and still feel, Erin said it as well, it actually still gives you a bit of hope and a bit of leg up for the future, the way that you didn't perform as well as you could. Yeah, is it strange to come away from a loss and still have these positives?
Oh, no, because I think, sometimes in football you get the result and sometimes you don't. And we're more worried about the way we play and trying to give ourselves a chance to, to get something out of every game we play. So don't get us wrong. We're not happy that we lost the game. We want to be a really difficult team to play against and a difficult team to beat. And I think our 11-game run showed that. So whilst we're disappointed in the result, we can still take some positives away from aspects of that performance.
You've been here a few years now, Stens. Is this the deepest team you've coached?
Oh, 100%. I actually said to the group today, after training, we had a fantastic training session today and everyone was on point, So there's some players that are training and playing at a really high level at the moment and they can't even get a look into the squad. So good problems for me to have. We've got faith in every single one of our players that they can stand up and do a job if called upon.
What is it then when you have such great depth that you look to finesse in a team? Whether it just be the last spot or two on the bench or changes to the 11, what are you looking to finesse at the moment?
Yeah, there's some areas of our game that we still want to try and improve, but what it allows me to do is just have a bit of tactical flexibility so we can pick a side based on our opponent or the way we want to play. Or we can even look at partnerships and relationships on the pitch as well and where we think we can get an edge or an advantage by playing a couple of players together, for example. So, as a coach, it just provides me with a lot of tactical flexibility, which is great.
What's it like? I think you have feedback this week in some capacity. What's it like having Fee, Chelsea, Erin, and everyone being able to score goals?
Yeah, that's been a real positive this year, and it was an area that we identified coming out of last season that we weren't able to do enough. And if you can score goals, you're a really dangerous side, and you can probably take a few more risks as well because you're confident that you can peg back anything. So to be honest, both ends of the field we've been really happy with this year. We've defended really well. We've asked a lot of our defensive group, but they've done a great job, and I think we're as dangerous as anyone in the final third as well.
More minutes for Izzy this week?
We'll have to wait and see. But we hope that she continues to build, and we've got to remember that she's had a long time out of the game as well. So you can't just flick a switch and turn that back on straight away. So we just hope that she can get to a really good training level and can contribute however we need her to for the team.
How do you manage that with someone like Izzy or even some of the girls that might be just at the edge of the bench and hoping to come in when they go, I can play 90 minutes right now and then I can play 90 minutes tomorrow, and you're trying to do what's best for the team?
Yeah, it's really tough, and sometimes there are no words that you can even use to try and explain some of the decisions you make either. It's just the way that you decide to go. So all you can do is be honest with everyone and let them know exactly where they stand. And what it does do is it puts a lot of pressure on the players that are given the opportunity to play, and they know that they need to perform if they want to hold their spot. And I think that's why we've been successful this year, because of the strength of that group that isn't playing.
Tell us about this weekend, an opportunity to play a standalone game.
Yeah, well, Cooper Stadium is a fantastic venue. I think the players in both the A-League men and the A-League women voted as the best football stadium in the country every year. And then you've got a group like Adelaide Venue Management who not only do a great job, maintaining this facility and having us as one of the tenants, but for them to really put their money where their mouth is and support sport in this state, and women's sport in particular, and allow us to play at this venue in a standalone game. Like, I can't speak highly enough of the support we've felt from that company, and it's been fantastic to have them as a partner in women's sport and women's football at this venue.
Do you feel like you play better football here? Something about it, whether it is the facilities or just being here or a different crowd?
Yeah, it's great playing here. The atmosphere is fantastic. It's the best purpose-built football venue in the country, I think, and we're really hopeful that a big crowd comes out and A lot of the local football community come out and support us. We've been out in clubs this week, visiting a lot of junior teams and senior teams in the WNPL and WSL, and we'd really encourage as many of those future stars and future Adelaide United players to come out and watch us and support us on the weekend, because we really feel that support, and it does lift us to another level for sure.